He was not doing nothing to keep himself relevant or market himself besides be arrested. Name one nigga, the only lore he got is being locked up.
No. And it's a successful artist.
And it's a successful artist because his music is just that good,
Not
gang.
just hyped up because he locked up. Not just hyped up because he locked up.
His music is just that fucking good, gang.
But actually, like, you know what I mean?
Walking to my class. How many pairs you got in here?
I don't know. Closet! This is Cool Kicks! What the fuck?
I got a lot more stuff.
This shit is a store!
What's going on with Kai, man? I see he's saying NBA YoungBoy took his bra.
Yeah, I don't know if that's fake news or not. It's like hard to tell these days because the fake news is almost louder than the real news.
I don't think, I think YoungBoy his girl. He just had his 27th kid.
I hope that's true. That would be amazing.
I mean, if I was Kai, should he be honored that YoungBoy was his girl while he was too?
No, because that was like the love of his life. Like they were like real serious boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't know exactly how.
And it's bad timing because he's been going through this mental trip.
When you're young, if you hit a lick, like becoming one of the world's most popular streamers, then you need to just basically run that program until the money slows up, right?
Slows up.
You can make generational wealth over the next couple years and then not do shit for the rest of your life and be good. If you can make 50 or 100 million and then just chill, you are good and you can sit on a beach for the rest of your life. The thing with Kai is that like he's taken the streaming thing as far as it could possibly go.
That shit was not for me. That was I wanted to do that for Reggie. I want to see that for me too, but seeing Reggie there and happy, that shit looks so fire, bro. I'm just so happy for Reggie. Like Reggie really got to go see that concert.
You know, some shit can be spoke on. Why? But that shit is to be continued.
Is in terms of like every time it's so much.
Oh my gosh! Yo, look at this nigga face! Look at this nigga face, bro!
Every time that's so much.
I would have been like, shiver me timbers! Would have been like, shiver me timbers! But like, what do you do in that situation, bro? Bro, what do you do in that situation, chat? Be honest. Is he gonna just stop talking type shit? Nigga said leave. Nigga said leave. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna talk no more, nigga. You got it.
One tweet, 8 words. And somehow, the internet decided one of the biggest rappers on the planet stole the girlfriend of the biggest streamer in the world. At first glance, it didn't make sense. Actually, the more you looked at it, the less it made sense. Because how does a guy who once cried in a crowd listening to NBA YoungBoy suddenly end up in a story where that same artist is accused of betraying him? That's the question that sent social media into meltdown. And the answer reveals how fast the internet can turn fiction into fact. It started quietly. No drama, no explanation, no names. December 27th, 2025. Cenat logged onto X and posted 8 words. I'm single. I will never be in another relationship again. That was it. Within hours, the tweet crossed 64 million views. Comment sections exploded. The reaction videos went up instantly. Not because of what he said, but because of when he said it. Just days earlier, Kai had opened up on stream about struggling mentally. He talked about feeling overwhelmed, dealing with emotional lows, and trying to figure things out privately. Instead of empathy, the internet mocked him. You're rich. You're famous. How could you possibly be struggling? And before those wounds had even settled, he dropped the breakup tweet. And the internet did what it always does. It went hunting for a reason. But that wasn't the whole story. Kai wasn't just another streamer going through a breakup. At that point, he was at the peak of his career. Most money he'd ever made. Biggest platform he'd ever had. Months removed from non-stop streaming. So when he admitted things weren't perfect behind the scenes, people didn't know how to process it. In the internet's eyes, success is supposed to cancel out pain. And when it doesn't, audiences get uncomfortable. So when the breakup tweet dropped, people didn't ask what happened. They asked who caused it. Because a mystery needs a villain, and the internet found one fast. Kai and Gigi weren't a secret. he confirmed the relationship live on stream during his 23rd birthday in December 2024. For an entire year, they were everywhere. Streams, events, public appearances. Fans watched their relationship like it was part of the content. Kai spoke about her with real admiration, the kind that made people think this wasn't just another internet relationship. So when the breakup came out of nowhere, fans felt blindsided, and blindsided fans don't wait for facts. They fill in the gaps themselves. But that's when anonymous accounts started posting claims, and one name kept popping up. A name no one expected. The rumor was outrageous. According to viral posts, Gigi had allegedly been involved with NBA YoungBoy. The claims escalated fast. A pink Mercedes G-Wagon, a Christmas gift, a rapper stepping into a streamer's personal life, and the internet lost its mind because the irony was too perfect. Just months earlier, Kai had gone viral at NBA YoungBoy's concert, standing in the crowd, not VIP, not backstage, tears rolling down his face as Heart and Soul played. That clip was once celebrated as authentic. Now it was being used as a punchline. Memes everywhere. The same moment that humanized him was now being reframed as humiliation. And suddenly, people weren't asking if the rumor was real. They were acting like it already was. But the internet still wasn't done. Then came the fake receipts. A viral tweet claimed DJ Academics had confirmed everything on stream. Problem was, he hadn't. No clips, no recordings, no evidence. Still, the post spread faster than corrections ever could. Streamers reacted, podcasts debated, comment sections declared verdicts. This wasn't a story anymore. It was content. And once a narrative becomes content, facts stop mattering. But then someone finally spoke, and it changed everything. Gigi responded through Instagram stories, and she didn't sugarcoat a single word. She made one thing clear immediately. She ended the relationship. Not Kai? Then she addressed the rumors head on. She denied cheating, denied involvement, denied ever dealing with NBA YoungBoy. Her message wasn't vague. Now you want to get on the internet and rush to paint a false narrative about me off a fake post is insane. Then came the line that shook people. Play that sympathetic role somewhere else. That sentence flipped the story. Suddenly, doubt entered the conversation. And once doubt shows up, the internet gets uncomfortable. But before anyone could process it, NBA YoungBoy tweeted, "No explanation, no names, just 3 words. Don't trust nothing. 17 million views in 6 hours. No explanation, no names, no context, and somehow those 3 words managed to make everything worse because no one knew what they meant. Was he shutting the rumors down, calling out fake posts, warning people not to believe what they were seeing, or quietly distancing himself from a mess he never asked to be part of? Well, that uncertainty poured gasoline on a fire that was already out of control. Every interpretation felt possible, and the internet treated all of them as equally valid. The absence of clarity didn't slow the story down, it accelerated it. DJ Academics quickly denied having anything to do with the rumor. He made it clear he never spoke on Kai, Gigi, or NBA YoungBoy. There were no clips, no screen recordings, no evidence. In an era where everything gets captured, the silence was loud. Still, nothing surfaced, no photos, no messages, no witnesses, no receipts of any kind. Every single person who was directly accused denied it. Gigi denied any involvement. NBA YoungBoy denied any involvement. DJ Academics denied any involvement. And yet, none of that mattered, because by the time the denials came, the narrative had already been written. And it wasn't being written by the people at the center of the story. It was being written by millions of viewers scrolling, sharing, tweeting, memeing, and adding their own interpretations. By the time facts tried to catch up, the story had already taken a life of its own. Truth, in other words, was late to its own trial. That's the thing about the internet. Lies travel fast. Rumors mutate with every retweet. But corrections? Corrections crawl, sometimes too slow to matter. And even when the facts finally arrive, when the evidence is laid bare, the damage is usually already done. The perception sticks, the clips stick, the jokes stick. Gigi deactivated her social media entirely. For someone who had built a life and a presence online, it was as close to escaping the storm as she could get. But the harassment never stopped long enough for her to breathe. Every post became an accusation. Every silence was twisted into proof by people who had already decided the story without needing confirmation. She was caught in a feedback loop of toxicity that she didn't create, but was forced to endure. Kai stayed quiet. No long explanation, no live stream breakdown, no clarification tweet. And slowly, the internet moved on. But not completely. The memes stayed, the clips stayed, the commentary stayed. That concert clip, the one where Kai had stood in the crowd, tears streaming down his face while listening to NBA YoungBoy, kept circulating. What was once a symbol of raw emotion and genuine fandom was now rebranded as humiliation. The context was stripped, the meaning was twisted. The moment became a punchline. A real emotional experience, me captured and shared for years, was permanently recast as fodder for mockery, all because of a rumor that had never been proven. And here's the part most people missed. They weren't married. There were no kids, no contracts, no lifelong commitments binding them together. Just two young people, navigating fame, scrutiny, and pressure, trying to figure out relationships while the entire world watched through a magnifying glass that never turned off. But the internet doesn't see people. It sees characters, heroes, villains, victims. When the dust finally settled, one thing became painfully, unmistakably clear. There was no evidence, no proof, no confrontation, no smoking gun, just repetition. The same false stories told and retold until they became a global narrative. Needs a breakup tweet, 8 words, transformed into something so dramatic it felt like truth. And that's the danger. When engagement is currency, truth becomes optional. When virality is the goal, reality doesn't matter. Kai's heartbreak became content, Gigi's silence became guilt, and a rapper's music became collateral damage. This story wasn't about cheating, it was about how fast the internet decides who you are, and how nearly impossible it is to undo that judgment once it spreads. Everything else? Just internet noise. And that's the story behind one of the wildest internet dramas of recent memory. If you found this breakdown as shocking and eye-opening as we did, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a deep dive into the biggest stories the internet tries to bury or blow up. And if you want more drama, context, and untold truths delivered straight to your feed, click that notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.